Hello everyone and welcome to another reading. Today we are doing an update reading for Joy. Seeing as Red Velvet had a comeback not too long ago, it would be nice to revisit some of them and see how they're doing right now. So, in this reading we're doing the same thing as an individual reading, but it's going to be a little bit shorter. In this case, we are checking her current energy, her career, her love life, and any healing messages that come through. So let's see, how is Joy doing right now? You have the Five of Cups reversed and the Queen of Cups. So emotionally seems like she's doing okay. And we have the Knight of Cups reversed. So there's a lot of water with Joy, which I guess I shouldn't be surprised. With this cards, it kind of shows that she's staying pretty optimistic about life. She's trying to see things in a positive light. She's trying to see things in a good way. If things are not working out for her, she chooses to see the good in everything right now. She is trying to, I don't want to say this is blind positivity. I think she's aware that things can be difficult, they can be challenging, but she chooses to see the good things about any situation that she's going through. She's trying to stay positive by understanding that even if she goes through a hurdle or an obstacle, she will overcome it. So she's very secure about herself. She's very confident about herself as well. So she is aware that with the Queen of Cups, we have someone that is very intuitive. We have someone that really loves themselves, is very caring about others as well. So I do feel that right now Joy is in a state where she's pretty happy, she's pretty content, and she feels like she's on the top of the world. So one of the things that I'm getting with her is that she's aware that not everything's going as planned. I don't really know what that means, but she is trying to focus and enjoy the little things about life, something along those lines. I don't really know where this is coming from, but it kind of feels like there was a plan about something, or there's something that she wanted to do and it didn't go according to that plan. It seems like there's a lot of moving pieces and a lot of water that is moving, a ripple effect, as if you will. It feels like something happened that caused this big movement around, and that got in the way of something that she wanted to do potentially. But instead of dwelling or staying in that sadness and in a way grieving that things didn't work out for her, she's trying to stay positive and just enjoying when things are going in her favor, or just enjoying not necessarily enjoying challenges as in a bad way of like a bunch of bad things are happening and she's just like, well, whatever. But it's more along the lines of like, I think she has matured in such a way that if things don't go out as planned, yeah, she feels sad about it, she may feel a bit upset about it, but she's so confident in herself that she trusts that she'll figure a way to overcome the problem. She trusts in her skills, she trusts in the environment that she's in, and her emotional state is doing very well, and because of that she's able to just go with the flow in a way. She's able to understand that if a challenge approaches, it's a healing experience and a learning one as well, and she doesn't have to be that sad about it or that upset. She doesn't have to feel like, oh, why am I being punished? No, instead she sees it as, well, it's a learning experience. You can't win them all. Oy. That kind of mentality. Now we have the Knight of Cups reversed, so there is a chance that there was an offer, or recently something happened. An opportunity kind of rose, something that was going to give her a lot of emotional happiness and satisfaction. Someone was offering her something, however, it didn't pan out or it didn't come through. I'm not too sure what got in the way. I'm not too sure what this thing that didn't come true. I don't know what area of her life this is talking about. I don't know how general it is or how specific it is. And in that case, I mean, like, based on the cards that we have right here, I would think that this is romantic. But at the same time, it feels like it could be about her career as well. So I don't really know. This is kind of like a domino effect where one thing happened and it caused a lot of other things to fall apart, or if this is talking about something very specific in an area of her life, and it just happens that it kind of bleeds into other areas of her life, right? So I'm telling you, I don't really know how big this is. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Cups, which is more water. So a lot of emotions are going through. So I do have a feeling that, is that, yeah, and then the Star as well. Someone from her past, or someone from her childhood, came through, gave her an offer that seemed very promising, but it didn't come true. So what I mean by this is that either someone promised something and they didn't go through with their promise, or someone came in and they seemed like a very good option of sorts, a good opportunity, and that opportunity was never offered. But there's a lot of potential here. There's something, an opportunity, an offer, a goal that was brought to Joy, and she sees a lot of potential in this. I just don't know what this is talking about. But let's go into her career. So what's going on with Joy's career? We have marine life with richness. Again, another water card. So there's a lot of variety, a lot of potential, a lot of changes, a lot of dynamic energy going through here. Let's see. Clarify marine life. Oh, a lot of energy just popped out. So we have the Five of Wands reverse. And I'll take the top one here, which is the Seven of Wands reverse. So a lot of movement and a lot of action is being taken in her career. So for Joy, this marine life kind of shows that there's a lot of variety, a lot of change, a lot of opportunities, a lot of people being involved, a lot of technicalities, a lot of things moving at once. So in her career, there's a lot of people that are involved, which we kind of know that, but it also feels like there's a lot of opportunities in the horizon. There's a lot of people she could work with, a lot of projects that she could be involved in, and that's bringing her, it's bringing her some conflict. Let me put it this way. There's a lot of action that can be taken with all of this Wands energy, but also we have the Five of Wands reverse and the Seven of Wands reverse. So a lot of internal fights and a lot of fears are coming to the surface. So I do feel that there's a couple of things coming here. So there could be a lot of options for Joy out there, and she's afraid of taking them because she fears they are not safe, or she feels that these options and these goals are not secure projects. I have a feeling that she has always been very afraid of taking on a project that fails. And if she's the main focus, she will take it very hard on herself if it fails because she was involved in it. Or I guess let me phrase it differently, that she was not good enough to make a project succeed. I do feel like that's something that she's always feared, and seeing all these options and all of these opportunities make it very hard because that fear is coming back to the surface. Now with the Five of Wands reversed, there's internal conflict here. In her career, one of the things that I'm getting with this marine life is that there's a lot of richness, there's a lot of new blood. I don't know if that's the right phrase, but what I'm trying to get at is that there's a lot of, she feels disposable. She feels that she can be easily replaced at this point, and she doesn't like that feeling. But there's this internal issue where all of these goals and all of these opportunities, she doesn't know if she should take them because of the fears that she has. But I also feel that even though there's a lot of richness and a lot of variety, and she's very happy to see these new people coming in, she does feel that she's going to be replaced, or she fears that she's not as malleable anymore for the company to use. I don't know, it may sound a bit weird, it may sound a bit morbid of sorts, I mean in the eyes of a K-pop stans, but I do feel that she has an internal issue. So it could be those two things. She feels disposable, and the other thing could be that there's a lot of opportunities but she's too afraid of taking them in case they fail. Yeah, that's rough. So yeah, she's protecting herself a lot. So she's very confident about herself and her emotions, but she has created this wall that is getting in the way of her ability of taking action. Now, yeah, we have the Hermit right here. The Hermit on the bottom of the deck. She is in a period where she's in highly in isolation. She's just kind of keeping to herself. Her walls are very high up. And by that I mean, like, she's not taking action because of fears. And she's very confident and her emotions are stable, but they're stable because she's not allowing anything to get in the way of causing waves. Now let's see what's going on in her love life. Oh, in her love life we have storms with cleansing. Okay. We have the King of Wands, the King of Pentacles. Why are these kings here? The King of Swords. And the Queen of Wands. There's a lot of people involved in Joy's love life. So we have three kings, and then we have the Ace of Wands on the bottom. So new beginning for action to be taken. Okay. I felt this before, and it's kind of coming up again. So in Joy's love life we have storms with cleansing. So it definitely feels like a lot of energy has been moving because someone has been mopping around. There is this sense of, I feel like I need to whisper this. So I don't know if it's me that doesn't feel comfortable talking about this, or this is me feeling like it has to be said but no one's ready to hear it. But these storms and this cleansing, it definitely feels like a storm it's like brewing. It feels like something's about to happen. It's going to be kind of loud, a bit explosive, but is necessary for for cleansing and healing to happen. With this lightning, there's a spark that will make everything, it's gonna fuel something. It's going to be, how should I put it? So the way that lightning works is that you have positive and negative ions moving on. Okay, I'm not an expert, but that's my understanding of it, right? So you have this positive energy and negative energy slowly splitting, and then at some point, boom, you have lightning. That's my best example of explaining lightning. But what I'm trying to get at is that there has been something going on in the environment that is slowly pulling things apart to the point that it's going to spark this super dynamic energy. With lightning, there's thunder, so it's going to be very loud, but it's going to be the loud energy, or like a lot of chatting, a lot of talking, a lot of people being involved, a lot of opinions being said. That's going to be the aftermath of what actually happens in her love life. So this is what's happening. So in Joy's love life, I see two options, two opportunities, or two people coming through. We have the King of Wands and the King of Pentacles. Someone that is very passionate. With the King of Pentacles, we have someone very passionate, very impulsive, very straightforward, action oriented. Someone that is very confident, someone that is shining like the stars, like the sun even. Someone that is under the spotlight and is super confident to show themselves under that spotlight. Someone that is not afraid of showing who they are. Someone that is not afraid of doing things. Someone that does as they say. This is someone that's very confident. And then there's another option here. We have the King of Pentacles. This King of Pentacles, stable, steady, slow, but also very confident in their skills. This is someone that has, is credentials the right word? I'm not too sure, but this is someone that has titles. This is someone that studied a lot or has proven evidence of their success. This is someone that may have a lot of money. This is someone that is either very stable or someone that can promise stability that no one else can offer, I guess. So those are the two options. Someone that is very loud and confident, very passionate, and then someone that is very stable. Someone that promises a long-lasting relationship and they mean it. And is someone that through their life they have shown that they're reliable, that they can do as they set their mind to do, if that makes sense. Like if this person has a goal in mind, they can make it happen. This could be a very slow moving energy, but it's very promising. It's definitely, so we have two kings that are promising that thing, right? And I was wondering, why are these two kings here? Well, we have the King of Swords reversed. So the King of Swords tells me that this is another person, and I guess you can imagine who. But this is a person that has not made up their mind. This is someone that's overthinking something, and this is someone that hasn't taken action because something's holding them back. This is someone that has their judgment is clouded because of that overthinking. This person cannot make up their mind. This person cannot speak clearly. Communication is going down the drain. This is a King of Swords. But with it being reversed, this is someone that has not been able to mature enough or has not been able to communicate properly within themselves and with other people. And then we have the Queen of Wands. This is the other energy that Joy could have. Someone that's very confident, someone that's very creative, someone that is very beautiful, someone that is in music, as we have the Queen of Wands with this like harp. So someone that does music. Someone that has a very stable career, because we have the tree. And the tree makes me think of this other one that the King of Wands has. So I do have a feeling that the storm is brewing up because there's options for Joy out there, and the one that she has right now is not taking any initiative of any sort. I do feel like communication is going down the drain. The communication is just not there. And this Ace of Wands is kind of showing that there's a promising new beginning. But it's gonna cause up a storm. Now, I'm the type of person that I don't like conflict, but whatever has to happen will happen. So if Joy ends up her relationship with Crush, is because I'm not gonna say it, but then here I am. Then it's probably because communication was not working between both of them. And then there's other options that could have rocked the boat. Again, someone from her past is coming back. So remember how earlier with the Star and the Six of Cups, I mentioned that it could be in her love life or it could be in her career. Well, it seems like when it comes to her love life, someone from her past that is coming back and could have a lot of potential. And then in her career, her fears from the past are coming back and kind of holding her back from taking new action. But let's see what healing messages come through for Joy. That was quick. So we have the Wombat Spirit with Be at Home, reverse. We have the Whale Spirit with Trust the Great Mystery, reverse. And then we have the Vulture Spirit with Nothing is Wasted. So with nothing is wasted, it kind of feels like if an opportunity, this is talking about her career. If there's an opportunity that Joy sees in her life, but she doesn't take it or something, she may think, oh, it's a waste of time if something didn't pan out. Well, life is telling her that's not true. It's a learning experience. If there's an opportunity that she wants to take, but she doesn't take it, she may think, oh, what a waste, right? That I couldn't take that opportunity. It will never come back. And life is telling her maybe that exact opportunity may not come back, but another one that is even more abundant and more fitting for her and the situation that she's in will come through. So that's kind of like the first messages that I got from the Vulture Spirit. With the Be at Home with the Wombat Spirit, with it being reversed, I do feel that Joy may feel like she's just riding the waves. She's just kind of going with the flow of things, and she hasn't centered herself. She has not rooted herself, and she has not found home again. So I do feel that this could be in relationship to her career specifically. Like, she doesn't feel at home anymore. She doesn't feel stable. She doesn't feel centered and grounded. She feels like she's just up in the air, that nothing is set on stone, and that brings her a lot of discomfort. But I do feel that in this case, life is kind of just telling her to feel at home within herself, because she's not going to find home in her career right now. If things are up in the air, that's just kind of how things are meant to be, because we have the Whale Spirit reversed with Trust the Great Mystery. So I do feel that there's a lot of things that are not set in stone, because Joy is not meant to know about them. There's a lot of things that are just up in the air because nothing's concrete right now. There's still a lot of moving energy, a lot of moving pieces. And I think there's a thing of like, there's no point of Joy knowing what's going to happen, because it might not even happen, because it might not manifest in the way that she was told, if that makes sense. So Maybe this storm that I was talking about, maybe it's not gonna happen, but there might be. I'm not saying, like, for example, all of a sudden Joy's gonna end up her relationship is just gonna go with some other person, but there is a chance that there might be an issue that's going to come to the surface, and that's just part of the healing, part of the cleansing. I did feel there was a lot of insecurities here in her relationship, and if there's other options, it could create a lot of conflict, a lot of tension. But that doesn't mean that Joy is just gonna go with these new options. Now, with the Trust the Great Mystery, I do feel that all these projects and opportunity that Joy sees in her career, it may look very pretty, it may look very nice to have the options there, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they're for her, and it doesn't necessarily mean that they're what she's looking for. So with Trust the Great Mystery, if something doesn't work out for her, it was not meant to work out for her, and it was not a waste of time or resources or anything. That's just how the journey was supposed to be. Yeah, I think that's like the biggest message here. Now, here they are. To end off Joy's reading, let's just see what the tea leaf have to say. I have a feeling that Joy is aware that something big is going to happen. She just doesn't know what. So we have the funnel with period of frustration, lessons to be learned. So if things don't work out for Joy, it's because that's just how it was meant to be. There's still something that she has to learn, something she has to let go of, something that has to be healed. Specifically in her career, her fears are holding her back a lot, and she needs to work through that, or else she will not be able to see opportunities in a positive light. Now, we have Diamond with you'll be receiving or giving a precious gift. Maybe a collaboration, maybe a very promising something. I don't know, let's see what else comes here. Maybe a gift that symbolizes something important for her. Either she will give that away, or she will get something that symbolizes something important for her. We have tortoise. I can't say this word. We have slowly but surely getting ahead. So I have, okay, now that I see that card, there with the healing ones that we have here and the cards that we have in her career, it definitely feels like Joy may feel that all of these new people coming in are better options to these new opportunities and these new career goals of sorts, these new projects, there you go. That she may feel like her time has passed. She may have felt, oh, I'm too old for this, within the industry, and maybe even age-wise, which, I mean, she's not old, but she may see it that way. But with the slowly but surely getting ahead, I do feel that life is kind of encouraging her to continue on her own path, to not be discouraged if things don't work out. That's just the life lessons that she has to learn. So what I was talking about earlier, that I said, oh, that's her current energy, there is a chance that she's actually working through that. She's working towards seeing the world that way. If things don't work out, let's try to see the beauty in it. Let's try to see the learning experience from it and staying positive. So that could be what she's actually trying to work through right now. We have chain with chain of events that will affect your life, which I talked about the domino effect somewhere here. I forgot where, but at some point I talked about it. So that's just confirmation that that could happen. That one thing leads to another, and it creates this ripple effect, or this chain of events. Oh, there's two cards. So we have Candle with you will be shown the way, and Pin with new job / career. So yeah, I don't know what else to say besides it definitely feels like there's a lot of options. She sees a lot of options and a lot of opportunities and a lot of potential in her career, but she feels like she's not the right person to take on those new opportunities, and life is saying that if they don't work out, it's for a reason, and that's because there's something bigger coming her way. There's a better opportunity, something that's meant for her. And even though she may not be like straight up told, because things are not concrete right now, she may not be told, oh, these are the projects for you, this is what we're thinking, you were the person we're thinking of working with and stuff like that. Like, she may not be told upright that that's what's happening, because that's the great mystery, right? So it definitely feels that with time, she will eventually see the right path, but she kind of just has to walk in the dark for some time. She kind of has to venture out and being okay with just not knowing what's going to happen, and eventually she will receive a blessing. I know it could be a bit frustrating, but it definitely feels like slow and steady wins the race, like that kind of idea. And also the kind of just having blind trust that things are going to work out. Definitely going with the flow of a certain situation and continue having hope. Like, I feel those are the things that Joy has to work on right now, to have hope that things are going to work out. And maybe she's not as young as she was before, maybe she's not as naive as she was before, and maybe she's not as unafraid as before, where she can just take risks and be okay with whatever results happen, because what pays out is a journey and not necessarily the result itself, right? So I do feel that in this case, she's kind of trying to return to those moments where she was okay with just doing things and not having answers. Like, she was okay just going with the flow. She was okay with just going with the journey and just experiencing life for the sake of experiencing it, instead of trying to get something out of it. I do feel that's kind of like the main thing that she's going through right now. And this is a bit more in general. This has nothing to do with her love life. I do feel this is more about her mentality and her career. Anyway, I hope you guys liked this reading. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you find this entertaining. I'll see you on the next one, whenever that is, however that is. And thank you so much for watching. And yeah, bye.